Evening, y'all. Uncle Frank, Team Beer Guts, and it's time for another beer review. Welcome to my backyard, or my front yard, or my sort of patio yard. Haven't quite figured out exactly what to do with this space yet, but now that I'm looking at recording this actually looks like a pretty good space to do beer reviews. At least right now for the spring, before it gets too hot here in the summer. Uh, I'll put something up on the wall over here and something. Well, you can't even see over here, so it really doesn't matter. I need to fix it up a little bit. Just kind of chill. This is where I like to sit and have a beer while I'm grilling some food and just kind of relax. It's a beautiful night here in New Hampshire right now. It's mid-May. Did not ride today. Taking an off day on the bike. Got to let the calves and the legs recover a little bit as I'm still going through some physical therapy. You don't want to push it too much, but Bike MS is coming up in just a few weeks. So if you feel like donating to that, that'd be great. This is where everybody who knows how to do videos says you can click on the link here. I'll try and figure out how to do that. I really don't know how to do that. So if I can't figure out how to make you click there, right there, you can go to Bike MS Ride the Road. Road is spelled like Rhode Island, RHODE, and just look for me. Look for us. Look for Team Beer Guts. Donation to me personally is always great, but it's not about me. It's about the team. That's why this channel was started to begin with. So I joke and say that sometimes we make some turd biscuit videos and things like that. It's all in fun and it doesn't matter. It's for me, it's not about making the greatest content videos. I'd like to do more of that, but I don't have the helmet cam, chest cam, all those things, the editing ability, nor the time. So if I put something together and you're entertained by it and you want to donate to it, that's great. We'll be doing the Bike MS, also a couple other charity rides, but Bike MS is what's coming up first. But enough about riding. We'll talk about training later. Let's talk about beer. This is Bear Republic Racer 5 IPA. This has actually been a standard for a while. For quite some time, you couldn't get it here on the East Coast. At least when I lived in Rhode Island, I'd have to travel to Massachusetts in order to get it. It's nice to be able to see this available here in New Hampshire. Bear Republic, as you can tell by, it's Bear Republic. So where do you think they're out of? That's right, the Northwest. And so what this is going to be? A Northwest IPA. West Coast IPA all the way. So where you're in New England, IPAs are that soft, pillowy, citrusy, hop aroma, hop flavor, sometimes sweet because it's more of those New Zealand style hops. This is going after your traditional IPA hop bitter. It's going to have the aroma, it's going to be hop bitter and flavor as well. As far as I remember, this beer, it's been a little while. Like I said, I was happy to see it. She's a big beer, 7.5%. So be careful when you're quaffing this one down. And of course, it's in a 16-ounce can, so this might be all I'm going to have while I'm waiting for my dinner. So let's take a look at what we got here. As you can tell, she's pouring a nice amber color. Call it a gold amber. Great head on that. And that is your West Coast IPA color. I apologize. It's not a super beer clean glass. You can tell. And actually, you know what? Here's probably a good thing to be able to point out. What is a beer clean glass? You don't get all these bubbles and everything else. Is it clean? Yes. Is it beer clean? No. So we get all the flavors, all the aroma, the perfect lacing and everything. You want a beer clean glass. This means I need better detergent. Yeah. Or a new sponge, which is probably what the case is because I do everything with the same sponge. That said, yeah, if I was at a bar and I got this, I'd be a little disappointed because I'm wondering about how they're cleaning their glassware. For me, here at home, I know how I clean my glassware. I'm okay with what this is going to be. So again, that orange color, lighter than amber really, more of that orange kind of hue, a great tannish white head on it. West Coast hops all the way. Pine, resin, maybe trees, but not tree bark. Tree bark is going to be more oxidized, and we don't want that in it as well. Ooh, that's a big beer. You can taste that there's a lot going on with the Racer 5. Big malt body, but not sweet. So when people say malty, they might think sweet, and that's not the case. It's malty. It is the malted barley that's being blended with the hops. Hard water. You're not going to taste hard water. Let's not get totally geeky out here, but hard water is going to allow the hop bitterness to be able to come through. Probably some addition of gypsum for you homebrewers who are out there. That's what you want to do. You want your carbonate levels to be a little on the higher side, or calcium levels, excuse me. You could use carbonate as well, but this is probably more of a calcium sulfate. So that's gypsum, hard water. Hard water brings out your bitterness, and it's got some bitter. Not a ripping bitter, though. It's not rip your tongue out of your mouth type bitter, but the bitter is there. So you have malty, which is your malt sweetness, balanced by the hops, more hops on the takeover. Again, woody, citrusy, piney. A lot of pine going on here. But not pine sol. It's not like it's not off-putting. Absolutely no off flavors. Not oxidation. Sometimes you see a beer, it's a little more darker in color with this, you're afraid it might be oxidized. That wet cardboard kind of taste that you'll get. None of that is here. This is a crisp, clean beer made with great malts, obviously, and a few colored malts in order to give you that hue. Still got some lacing going on, even in my glass that's not quite beer clean, whatever. So, and again, not saying that you don't need a beer clean glass. When you're out, you should have beer clean glass. When you're home, I probably should, but I'm busy riding and stuff. Yeah, that's it. So again, Racer 5, India Pale Ale, Bear Republic, a quintessential example of your West Coast IPA, your old school IPA, and you know what? When you don't want your New England IPAs, but you still like IPA, or you say, oh, I like IPA, but you haven't had this, I don't know if you really like IPA yet. You need to make sure you get into some of these first, or after, and you can kind of compare the two, and then you're like, all right, well, this is what I like. Sometimes I like hamburger, sometimes I like steak. Sometimes you want New England IPA, sometimes you want West Coast IPA. And tonight is the kind of night for a West Coast IPA. So with that, I bid you adieu for a Thirsty Thursday. Cheers. Don't forget to click the link if it's there. If there isn't there, just look for us. And of course, subscribe, like, share, all those things. And hopefully we'll see you again. Cheers.